Hello everybody and welcome to this quick tutorial on ArcGIS Online. Now, as you might remember, ArcGIS Online is a cloud-based mapping and analysis software with a huge collection of geographical data. So we used it to make some simple maps. And how did we do that again? You go to Map once you're logged in with your student account and directly go through to the new map viewer. Well, there you see your map, and here we can add some layers. So go to Add and choose ArcGIS Online. Now this is where you will find most of the PDOK data, but also your own data or data that other people might have published. And in this search bar, you search for your desired layer. Now let's say that you're interested in the crops. Press Enter and take the most recent date of that layer. And it loads, but you don't see it. Now, why is that? That's because you want to increase your visible range, or what you can also do is zoom in closer so that your visible range is higher than the layer. Now, let's say that I find this a bit of a busy layer, so I want to lower the transparency. Now, what you can also do is change the color scheme. And for that, you have to click Pick a Style. And here you can, for example, change your explanation. Let's say these are crops. You want to change this to nature areas. Well, like so. If you want to change the color, you can do that as well. You click on the little icon here, and you maybe want to change the color a bit to a darker green. Click Done. You might want to take away the outline color. Maybe you want to do something with the nature areas. You want to make it a bit darker or a bit green, more blue, like so. Well, this is what you can do with your color coding. Well, if you're satisfied, then click Done. And you can go on to add another layer. Let's say you want to add from ArcGIS Online again, the settlements of Folkeingskerk. So villages and towns. Folkeingskerk. Right, so here you see that from 2021 there is this layer called Folkeingskerk and it has all the towns and villages. Okay, well, I can go to the symbology again, maybe adjust the transparency, and maybe I don't need an outline color for this layer. So I just close that, and maybe I want to make it a bit more red. So I would always advise you to go over the extra options here. So for example, there's this button called Effects, where you can add, for example, a shadow, a drop shadow to your settlements, which could make sense. I'll make it a little bit less heavy. And well, here we are. Now, if I go a little bit further, I see that I can, for example, also add a sketch layer. And well, I can add a few points in my map if that is what you want to do. Now, I can also add, for example, a polygon for a new neighborhood that I imagine to be here. Double click to end, and let's say it's orange and don't need an outline. And maybe I don't want the transparency to be that high, so I do it like so. Now I have already a sort of a map, but let's say I want to change the base map as well to aerial image. Well, that you can do on your left-hand side here and choose imagery. Well, at this point I have already made quite a good map. And a last feature that I will show you is how to print it and download it as a PDF so that you can use it in your poster. I call this new site, download it as a PDF, and maybe I want to fix the scale at 35,000 as a more round number than what what it proposes. Always change the DPI to 300 because it gives you a little bit better quality on your imagery. Include a legend, include a north arrow, and export. So one last thing that you need to do is to download your map. And here you have your map with a new site, title, you have your explanation here, your scale and the scale bar. And if you want to see what you now actually made, you download it and you can open it in your Acrobat Reader. From here on you see that you have got a quite reasonable quality map. And I hope this helps for your project.